Seewing, you were going to mention VA loans and 5% down. Could you talk about that?
Oh my goodness, Dora, you have no idea. 5% down via foreclosure, mind-boggling investment concept that no one else in the country have the system down pat. I understand government via foreclosures because I'm a veteran, 20-year retired, active duty, so I know everything about the government via foreclosures. I hate to self-promote myself. I just know so much about it, and everyone else in the country knows so little about it. Let's keep it that way because there's not that many VA foreclosures out there. I got the whole system down pat.
You have to be a VA for that, right?
No, all you have to do is to have at least one rental property on the portfolio. You need to be an experienced investor. Furthermore, if you have a good credit, you can qualify for financing. Any investor in the situation with at least one rental property, you're qualified to get 5% down payment, no PMI. You can potentially buy the best quality in the best neighborhood in the country. In Florida, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Oklahoma, a few others. You have to buy right. You can't buy a $300,000 foreclosure with 5% down. You're not going to cash flow. You have to buy right. So 5% down, the buy box for VA foreclosure is around $200,000, $250,000, maybe $300,000. That's it. Because the rent is only $2,000, $2,200. The 5% down is not that much. You got to know your buy box with respect to government VA foreclosure, Dora. Anybody can qualify with a full VA stock loan, like any loan. You can do a special government loan, 5% down. That's all you need. Rehab costs can be out of your pocket, typically around 10 grand. So what a steal. I got a couple of properties already.
I want to talk to you about one of those properties.
Okay, all right.
Actually, David and I want to talk to you about that.
All right, okay, don't worry. We'll talk offline. Yeah, amazing. I want to keep it under the radar. I don't want people to know about it because there's not that many of them available. I do not want Dora to compete for the same VA foreclosure property. I have those great properties, but out of 50 or 100 VA foreclosures out there on a weekly basis, I pick 2 or 3 of them. That's it. I give it to my network and you can pull the trigger. It's not easy. There's a lot of governmental paperwork. Go through the bidding war. It's crazy, but it's fun. It's exciting. You may get outbid by others, but eventually, if you keep at it, if you lose on one deal, I'll get you another one in a few weeks later. Keep on going. Don't give up. There will be some other one available to you. So this VA foreclosure system, 5% down, any investor will have at least one rental property.
You should have one rental property.
Yeah. Do you own any other rental property?
No, just this house I'm living in. I don't have in rental.
In that case, you do not qualify.
Don't qualify. Okay.
You have to own at least one rental property for 1 year. Qualify to buy VA foreclosure, 5% down, using their special financing loan strategy. Probably you and I can talk offline, okay? I have your contact information. So if you want to buy LaBelle, I'll be more than happy to help you.
I'm still debating how does it compare to Jacksonville, Florida is the other one, right? So I'm not sure about that. So yeah, I'm searching those things.
I was looking at the Niagara Falls area, and again, my goal is to have some cash flow. That's why basically I wanted to listen in and find some pointers so that I can make the move. The cash flow is good in that area, as Julie said. At this point, I wanted to research and get 1 or 2 properties over there.
Or you can buy with all cash or with the IRA. You want to do financing because you can do, believe it or not, which is rare in Niagara Falls. Even though you buy $60,000 or $70,000 property, financing works. The appraisal works in Niagara Falls. This is amazing. We have a lender who is willing to do those small little loans in Niagara Falls. It's a very unique Midwest type of property concept. It really works. So if you buy single family home for $60,000 in Niagara Falls, you can get financing 20% down payment. So essentially out of pocket from you, like 15 grand out of pocket for 20% down payment plus closing costs, you got yourself a nice cash flow properties. $60,000 property in Niagara Falls. Very good cash flow. No brainer, right?
That's the one I'm looking for.
Like a 1.3% rent to value ratio. $60,000 property will get you rent like $750, maybe $800. Yeah, same kind of numbers you got in Dayton, Ohio and Cleveland, Ohio. Joseph, I have your contact information. We'll connect, all right?
Yeah, sure.
We'll talk later.
Thank you.
Dora, what follow-up questions you have on VA foreclosure? Are you still there?
It's where they are, what kind of financing we can get, how much down payment, and if they're good quality properties, that would be great.
The one I picked, it is good quality, okay? VA foreclosures, 5% down, no PMI, minimum. You can do more, right? If you qualify, you're still working, you still have a W-2 W2 salary, or you still working full time?
Yes, I'm still working. And I do appreciate you working with us because we have 3 rentals in San Antonio, Texas. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I do remember.
We have one that's we're selling this week, and the property value has gone up tremendously.
Sure. Good for you. You should have proceeds from that sale to buy via foreclosures. That'll help you. I have your contact information, so I hope you buy, okay? We'll connect this week, next week. Is that okay, Dora? You and I consult one-on-one?
Hey, Dora, are you doing like a 1031 exchange with the one that you're selling in Texas?
No, we're not doing a 1031. We need to actually sell that one because I'm trying to retire, and the money is going to help with our house that we have now in California. There's a lot of equity in the house, Seewing, which is great. But we've had the house for a long time, as long as I've known you, Seewing, remember?
Sure do. Yeah, 15 years. So don't you want to do a 1031 taxable exchange? Otherwise, you have to pay the capital gains tax.
I don't know how to do that. We already have it on the market. It'll probably sell within a month or so.
You can still do the 1031. I'll run the numbers for you. You don't want to hit with a capital gains tax. I'll consult with you one-on-one because the tax consequences could be severe if you do not know how to plan accordingly. Make sense?
Well, we have so many write-offs on that house. So I don't think we're going to pay a lot of capital gain.
You say write-off, or are you referring to the passive loss carried forward? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. We've had a lot of loss. You were talking about the pandemic. The house was empty for a whole year. And they tore the house up, the renters. So we had to put money into the house to bring it back up. That's why we're selling it. But we put quite a bit of money in.
Dora, I suggest you talk to a tax advisor to understand the consequences of selling the house. Just because you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the house, it does not mean that you do not have a high tax situation. Make sense?
I don't know anything about 1031. I would love to know to see if it's going to be good for us.
You own the property for that long, most likely you could have a high amount of capital gains still. So you don't want to pay Uncle Sam more than you need to. So I suggest you consult a tax advisor. You look at my newsletter. At the bottom of each of my newsletter, I have a list of financial planners, financial people within my network. So consult with my tax accountant, consult with my 1031 exchange person at the bottom of each of my newsletter.
Okay, that sounds good. Property is at San Antonio, Texas.
You made a lot of money. You owned it for 15 years. I'm sure the property are more than double in value.
Oh, yeah, it's doubled in value.
Good for you.
And it's almost paid off.